Hi guys, welcome to this brand new challenge. Today we're gonna be doing a new type of challenge. If you haven't caught up, we are actually playing the World Cup of 2026. Sadly, because FIFA AFC don't have the rights for some nationalities such as Brazil, we can't really play with them, but I made this tournament in order to play with them. So this would be the groups: Wales, Qatar, France, Croatia, then Group B, Sweden, Poland, Denmark, and Netherlands. I'm basically controlling one per group, doing Mexico, Finland, Portugal, and Norway, a pretty good one in my opinion. Spain, Republic Czech, and an unknown one because I can't really add as many nationalities as I wish. I added like 3 or 4 teams, which are clubs, but they suck. So it's okay, they won't do much, but it's still in contention. Then here, of course, England, Ireland, Romania, pretty easy group, and again another random club. Another random club: Ghana, Italy, and Morocco, Iceland, Germany, Ireland, Ukraine, and New Zealand, US, Scotland, and Argentina. Honestly, pretty chill groups. They're very balanced, all of them. Not really group of death. If I was to say one, it would probably be Group B, but it's gonna be really competitive throughout. Let's see how we do. For the first one, let's see. I'm gonna be simulating this ones. I'm not gonna be playing them, but of course we'll see how they are able to manage. First and foremost, Wales against France is not going to be an easy one. Still, look at this lineup. Amazing. With the likes of Barcola, Dembele, Olise, bro, even Champions League winners. Insane. 3-1. Of course, they were able to beat Wales. Let's continue. I'm basically playing with the top tier selection, so we shall see how we do. Netherlands against Poland, very competitive one, but again, a draw, not an easy one. Okay, we'll see how we do. It's going to be very interesting to see who is actually able to dominate. Ronaldo still in contention with Portugal, not doing much against Mexico. Okay, surprisingly, could have done better, I'm not gonna lie. With this ones, I'm not gonna be playing every single matchup. I'm only gonna be simulating, and then if they reach the semifinal or the final, I'm gonna play it, but I'm probably going to be simulating. Here we go, England against Romania. An interesting one, but still a win, a dub for the England lineup. Let's go. Okay, then we have this one, which is going to be Italy against a random team. They should be able to win it. This should be an easy dub in my opinion, but okay, not really. It is what it is. We have the next game that is going to be against Ukraine, Germany. A very difficult lineup, in my opinion. Not very friendly, but still a goal by Klein Dienst. I don't even know him. Okay, very interesting. We'll see how they fare off. Then Argentina against US. Very interesting. 4-1. Okay, yeah. Some interesting lineups. I'm going to be simulating the rest of the games to see how they're able to fare off, and then we shall see what happens in the round of 16. After simulating all this type of games, let's see how we actually performed. First and foremost, France being first, Croatia second, no surprises here, Netherlands and Denmark. No surprises, I would say. Poland doing horrible, Portugal and Mexico, okay, makes sense. Spain or Republic Czech, England, Romania, Morocco and Italy. Italy second, not a good sign. Germany, Iceland, okay. Argentina, Scotland. Basically no surprises. The US not getting a single point. Shocking, but not surprising. And of course we have the next one. Apparently, bro, Portugal eliminated in the round of 16. We didn't even have a chance to try it out. Nice. Netherlands against Scotland, Germany against Denmark, Argentina, Croatia, really tough one. Spain, Mexico, Romania eliminating Morocco. That's disappointing. France, Republic Czech, and England, Italy. What a game. What a game is that one. Okay. And basically, so far, the top goal scorer being Barcola and Brahim, which was already eliminated. Crazy. First, we have the games that is going to get Netherlands against Scotland. We have a pretty decent game. Let's see if they're able to pass through. Nope. Scotland eliminating them by Ivan Ferguson. Insane in the extra minutes. Netherlands should have passed, but they end up falling behind between this one. Crazy. Crazy, not a good look, but it is what it is. Then we have Germany against Denmark. Not an easy round to go for, but let's see if they're able to still maintain contention. Nope. Denmark passed through. This is insane. Every single one of my teams is getting eliminated. That's insane. Okay, we'll see if they're able, any of them are able to pass through. We have the next game that is going to be against Croatia. Not an easy one, probably the toughest one we've had. And of course, Argentina passed through with the magic of Lionel Messi. Great. Argentina passing through the next round. Interesting. Still in contention, still competing. Let's see how they do. Spain against Mexico. This should be a no-brainer. They should be able to win this without any struggle. The European champions, of course, 5-0. 5-0 with a goal by Lamine Yamal, the prospect for the Ballon d'Or, doing amazing numbers. Of course, he was going to do amazing. Then we have France against Republic Czech. I'm also going to be simulating this one. Should be an easy dub. 3-1, of course, scoring 2 by Barcola, who's just having the game of the season. Insane. Okay, then we have the next game that is going to be England, Italy. What a game this is. What an amazing, outstanding game. For this one, I am going to be playing. But again, this one, because it's two of the different teams I'm basing it off, I'm going to be basically not playing this game. Let's see how they actually do. Just me laying on the sidelines. Let's go. Now checking, I can't really not select one. Like if I try to do this, I can't really do it. So I need to select one of these competitors. And honestly, if I am to select one, I am going to be playing with Italy. Not because I have a preference with Italy, but because they have the worst team. Out of these two, I feel like England has the dream team to compete in all competitions, whereas Italy just don't have that. But I'm gonna be reallocating and we'll see how we do. Here it says it's in the Wembley Stadium. In reality, it would be in a game in the US, but it is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be extremely competitive. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be an easy matchup. We'll see how we are able to perform within this one. Of course, I'm playing with the underdogs, playing with Italy, so it's not gonna be an easy dub. Every single time I can play with the underdogs, I might, because I feel like England has everything to win the World Cup. They have the team, they have the manager, they have everything to do so. But of course, Italy would be the surprise. Basically, the underdogs who sometimes don't even qualify for the World Cup. We'll see how they do could in be this dangerous. World. A great save by the defender who ends up doing amazing. There we go, a shot, and it's a goal, it's a goal, it's a banger, 11 minutes. And of course, an incredible banger who just passes through the entirety defense. Raspadori comes in for Italy and passes through the defense of England. What a goal, honestly. He could pass through the ends of Cole Palmer, and of course, Italy are ahead. The first shot. There we go. Moiskin scores the second one. Scores the second one. What a goal, what a dub. We are dominating. England just have no ends for them to attack. It is what it is. What a goal. You have everything to play for here. It's not like you're playing a random game. Moiskin again, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. Insane. Raspadori has the opportunity, shoots, and it's a save by the goalkeeper. Great center. Moiskin again. Okay, another dub, and it's a goal. It's a goal. This is too easy, bro. I might play legendary. What the hell? This is too easy. Honestly. 3-0 and still Harry Kane has the opportunity and shoots, and it's a banger. It's a banger. 3-1. They score the first one for the round. Another opportunity, and it's a banger. It's a goal. What a goal by Jude Bellingham, a legend of the game. You know he can perform in the big end. Let's go. Oh, what a movement by Nicolo Varela. What a movement. He continues. He shoots, and it's in the post. Be the end for England. 3-2, we end up winning. That's the end for the round of 16. A great performance by everyone involved, but just Italy were a bit ahead, I'm sorry to say. But a great performance which ends up eliminating England. I was playing by the underdog, and in the end, it was not an easy dog, but they were able to pass through. It is what it is. Here we go to the quarterfinals. Yep, knocked out Netherlands, Portugal, England, and Germany. Insane. I want to actually see who are the quarterfinals. Iceland, Scotland. Okay, not an important one. Denmark, Argentina, Spain, Romania, and France, Italy. Bro, France, Italy, an insane run for Italy. They have everything to play for. First in Denmark, Argentina, I'm going to be simulating this one. Should be an easy dub. We'll see if they're able to perform. Nope. Denmark eliminated them. This is probably the most surprising World Cup I've ever played. I'm not gonna lie. Denmark eliminating Argentina, Iceland eliminating Scotland. For only surprises. It would only be fair if Romania eliminated Spain. We'll see how they do. They should be able to win it. Okay, 3-2. Barely win it, but barely winning in the 87th minute, but they were able to pass through. Spain are still alive, but now France against Italy. Another incredible matchup, another insane role to play for. And of course, if I could play into the side, I would, honestly, wholeheartedly. Like if I select to the side and I put this, it doesn't allow me. So I have to play with someone. And because here the big underdog is Italy again, I am gonna play with Italy. So it's gonna be an incredible performance. Let's see how we do. France against Italy. Again, the underdogs being Italy. Let's see if we're able to perform against the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele. This is gonna be a tough situation though. I feel like this one is even tougher than the one in England. Not so much because of the team, because I feel like the team is pretty similar, but I feel like they have more stars. They have more star-studded stars and more joga bonito, more plays. I feel like they're a more suited team, and because of it, they have more experience in it. Horrible pass, Ousmane Dembele, the probable current to Ballon d'Or, insane! What a save from Gianluca! Great joga bonito, dominating Conde. There we go. Great movement. Great movement. And it's Moiskin. And it's a mistake by my man who ends up defeating it. Moiskin scoring the first one for the matchup. Of course, the underdogs are going to be scoring against France. What a goal. What a dub. I knew that playing more attacking field, more attacking football was the key. Udogie doing amazing numbers. And of course, Tonali leaving him just in the right position. Oh, another opportunity. There we go. And it's a save by Italy. It's a bit of a mess. You don't know what's happening. And another save by
We are
Gianluigi
still
Donnarumma. Oh, Mbappe. Mbappe has the opportunity. And it's saved. And it's a rebound. He scores. He scores. A horrible mistake. Gianluigi Donnarumma ends up giving away the ball to Mbappe. First minute. And it's the end of the matchup. That's the end. We have finalized the game. We are going. Oh, horrible movement and it's saved by Donnarumma again. That's the end of the matchup. That's the end. We are going to penalties. We'll see who's able to stand up their ground and be successful in this matchup. Mbappe, I dare you, I dare you. Oh, come on. I need to guess the same way. Raspadori will not miss. He will not miss. I know it. He knows it. Come on, you can guess. Dembele. Oh, dude. Oh, great save by my nan, who doesn't end up being successful on it. And France have scored theirs. And another save by my nan. That's the end of it. I don't think we're gonna be successful in this one. France are able to pass through the penalties and just dominate. They had the best matchup. They have the best goal scorers and they had the best penalty kickers. In the end, it was enough for them to pass. It is what it is. They deserved it. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't an easy game, and of course, Italy were the underdogs. That's why I was playing with them. So, of course, it makes sense for France to pass to the next round. Italy and Argentina eliminated. Then we have the next game, which are going to be Iceland against Denmark. Bro, how are they in the semifinals? Either of them. I don't get it. But then we have Spain and France. It's going to be interesting to be able to play with them. Very interesting one. I feel like it will not be an easy matchup. For this one, I think it's interesting. I think France are the favorite ones, and I'm gonna go against the norm, and I'm gonna choose Spain's performance. Let's see how we do. See, France against Spain is going to be an interesting one. It's not going to be an easy matchup. With this, we'll see how we do. I feel like France is a very tough matchup. And of course, as I begin to say so, they have an incredible opportunity and they have not finished. They have not finished. Great pass. There we go. A great movement and it hits the post. Not so Kukureya. Of course, we are going into penalties, no? What the hell is this? I can't really see the bar. Bro, what is happening? What is this? EAFC, what have you done? Yeah, it lagged. I'm gonna simulate until the end or maybe restart it. I don't know. I'm gonna simulate until the end just because I couldn't load it and France are able to pass through. I'm sorry to say, but I just couldn't play it. AFC had like a glitch or something, so I had to simulate it. It is what it is. France are able to pass through. Of course, they're going to be in the final against Iceland, bro. So random. I don't know how Iceland are in the final and France being in the final. Of course, France. Barcola being amazing. I don't know how he has scored 8 goals in 6 matches. Insane levels. France doing amazing numbers. And of course, we have the games that he's going to be against Iceland of the Cup in the World Cup. Barcola excited for it to be the top goal scorer. I don't think anyone will pass him. It's going to be an easy dub. I don't know how Iceland, again, are in the final, you know? Camavinga doing amazing. Camavinga. Mbappe has the ball. Of course, 3 against 1. There's a reason to it. 8 minutes, and Mbappe has scored the first one. Barcola has the opportunity and scores a banger. What a goal. I don't think it was Barcola, it was Koundé. Jules Koundé, second one for the matchup. Amazing. Picks it up back. There we go. And it's a great positioning to have, and it's Ousmane Dembele who scores the third one. Of course, the current Ballon d'Or scores the third one in the World Cup. Amazing goal. He wants Barcola to score. Of course, he's giving it positioning. Barcola again with a shot, and it's a goal by Barcola, the top goal scorer for the World Cup. Of course, he scores the fourth one, and of course, he goes directly into the camera. The top goal scorer in the league. Another opportunity, and it's a goal, the second for Jules Koundé. Insane header, just an insane assist by Dembele, was able to just put it in a golden platter, and just insane save, bro. What a header by Jules Koundé, who was able to jump basically 3 meters. Crazy. Dembele scores a banger. Dembele scores the 6-1 for the game. Assist by Kylian Mbappe. The Ballon d'Or knows what he's doing. He knows what he has to do to score. What a banger. What a great movement by Kylian. Was able to put it again on a gold platter. This is too easy, bro. Not gonna lie, 6-0. Kylian Mbappe shoots, and it's another banger. Of course, it's another banger. 7-0. A great assist by, I think it was Dembele. Great movement. Of course, Mbappe again with an opportunity and again with another banger. I am thinking of other celebrations to do, bro. Honestly, 8-0. Insane. One of the highest goal scoring matches I've ever had in my life. And we are done with the World Cup 2026. France are the actual champions of the World Cup with 8 goals. I think a hat trick by Mbappe, 2 goals by Koundé, 2 goals by Dembele. Insane. Honestly, one of the craziest games to ever play in the world. France are basically victorious for the World Cup. We'll see if they're able to do it in real life, but at least in this simulation, yeah, the cup doesn't look like that much like the World Cup, but it is enough. Bro, Mbappe is the captain? That's insane. I would not put him as captain, but of course, France lifting the cup, winning the global of the World Cup, insane. Great performance. With this 8-0 is the final for the Iceland, just insane. What an insane final. Just almost almost through remote at the TV. Crazy. But insane. With this one, I'm gonna be finishing the episode here. The challenge was basically finished. Of course, you wanna see other type of challenges or you have any other suggestions, leave them out in the comments below. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.